waves we soar so high. Beneath the moonlight, soft touch your hand in mine gets me every time. Lost in the city lights, our love's electric right. You make me feel alive. I know July is gone. You make me feel alive.
Fragile space in a single sail, white rocky island, you and I on the trail, just us and the waves, no need to behave in the harbor of pine straw beds, tangerine tears, t-shirts laid out like our grief throughout the years. We say it all with bait on our lines. We rise and we fall along with the tide. Tick-tock, the clock is ticking. I don't know what I should do, and I wish you would be right here with me. My mind's filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know where you are. miss you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, now it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you. My heart keeps on bleeding, I have scars, the ones that healing. They're all there because of you. It's my fault, I messed it up and I should have treated you much better, so much better. I miss you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see. I've lost all my chances, I know that I am too late. I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking of you, wondering if you're thinking about me too. Now it's too late, I know it's too late. I'm out of time, but I'm still thinking of you.
California, the sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me. Even when it's 90 degrees, without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. 'Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm at night. No, I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. sun, it's always shining bright. But if the sky would open up, you're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love the rain, but LA changed you. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where your heart is fire. But baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake. Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm at night now. I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where your heart is fire. You said it was the last time, but you keep coming back to tell me sorry that you take back all the things you said just to hurt me. Our love just went cold, but I'm still burning. Our love just went cold. I keep on making the same mistake. I always let you back in. When I begin to get myself together again, you are back once more like everything's the same. I tried to build my walls up, but you're taking them down. It's tearing me apart, I can't pretend. Now I have to get over you again. You said it was the last time, but you keep coming